Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your boy RumboyzRobbie. That's Drop the Mic FF. I'm actually joined by someone this evening for AMA. Like usually, I am not.
No, you are not.
Yeah. This is a little bit different. So we'll be able to kind of go through, hammer out, tag team some of these questions. Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. I guess we can kind of start off with like our own, chitter chatter until people kind of like fall in line. Like this stream is more to like just wait and like see.
Yeah, I know how this works.
We kind of already started chatting earlier.
You want to bring up your topic first?
Yeah, I threw out. Yes, the Commanders are going back to DC. We are going back to DC. We got that sign. We got that pass.
Yep.
I mean, we can. So I brought up to you this morning. My patience is wearing thin with Hampton. Now I have consulted with others, and they're like, you need to sit tight.
I think you do need to sit tight. Here's the problem.
Stop it.
Your instant gratification when it comes to the problem is this is the problem.
Instant gratification when it comes to him.
But here's the problem that I have. Not with you, but I had this discussion on another show last night. This is the problem that I have with him, Travion, Genty even. We have this whole mindset from March until August 1st. People like me and you. Oh, rookie this, dynasty that. Then we go ahead and draft those same goddamn people in redraft and expect them to pop off week 1. And then they don't pop off week 1, fine. Then they fumble in week 2, even though they credit it to freaking Justin Herbert. They fumble in week 2. They don't perform in week 2. His snap share went down. I might still actually have the percentage up. I actually have this report still up.
Did you see when I posted that, Leaves? Or no, I posted the other one.
So Omari and Hampton alone went from 80.6% snap share to 61.8% snap share in week 2. That's a 19.5, almost a 20% drop for Omarion in snap share. And no, don't go and tell me that, I'm not saying you are, but don't go and tell me that it's because of the game script. Because he's supposed to be a well-rounded back. No.
Look, I will say this. This might be the week that we do get to see maybe a little something of Omari and Hampton. Denver can defend against the pass. They have allowed they let JT run all over them. They have a tendency to let running backs in their first 2 showings, their first 2 outings. They tend to let running backs get the best.
Their secondary is good. Their linebackers are decent. Their line is not saying their line's horrible, but if there is
it's not their strong suit.
If there's a weak point to that defense, it's their front.
It's their front. So I'm hoping that this week, even though against a division opponent, against a division opponent that you're going to have to slow the game down and keep the ball out of Bo Nix's hands, that maybe the game script does change. The Chargers have been playing ahead so damn much that you haven't really needed to run. And it's really just been minor miscues for Hampton, I feel like, whereas with Genty, I kind of saw that this would happen in a weird way.
All right, I'm going to stop you right there.
Like,
there's no freaking way.
Even for the I wasn't look, he was fucking playing at goddamn Boise State.
But to be the number 6 here's the problem that I have with it. To be the number 6 overall pick for performance to drop a little bit, yes. My point is this. to be the number 6.
It's a learning curve.
It's a learning curve, yes. But to be the number 6 overall pick and then to put him on the field 57% of the snaps.
Zamir White has no absolute value, even in real NFL, to being out there on the field. I will absolutely say that. But also, Genty can't run block. The film proves it.
And that's the problem.
Like, so it's, yeah, his yards before contact, like not great.
Dylan Lobby was getting in on pass pro.
Dylan LeBeau, yeah. I think Brett Coleman said it best. O-line is the floor, running back is the ceiling, and it's the line job to create the hole, and it's back jobs to beat the defender. Bro, his contact balance is still that damn good, but he's not getting anything if there's already a defender there. There's definitely that. There is definitely that. Okay, I agree the offensive line is not great for Vegas. But come on. Create some fucking space. You're to Mike's point, you are the 6th overall pick. But then also to my point, you did fucking play at Boise State.
No, I know. My point with the 6th overall pick is you don't draft a guy as a running back that goddamn high and only put him on the field less than 60% of the snaps.
I agree. But clearly Pete Carroll sees the learning curve that many of us see. On flex, pick one: Debo, Pearsall, Ridley, Swift, or Warren. Here's the thing. Let me just say this about Debo. Okay.
You're the expert now.
Right now, there are multiple conflicting reports from inside, and then of course we have Rappaport and Shefty's reports. What it is looking like to me personally is they are going to ride off of Friday's practice, and they are going to ride off of whatever Jaden says. There is a chance that Jaden could play in a brace, and maybe that they just don't run with Jaden. This, even if Jaden does not play, even with Mariota, against a team in Vegas where they allow, I think they are bottom 4 in points allowed to opposing wide receivers. If Jaden's playing, it's a start both, Debo and Terry. I'll just go ahead and combine that, either. They are both startable. If it is Mariota, I am not starting Terry. I am starting Debo. Because it will be a lot of jet sweeps. It will be a lot of, okay, well, now the defense is going to probably figure I need to keep my eyes on Terry and make sure that he doesn't get the big ones. And then that's also going to open up Debo. Debo does allow a lot of dynamicness, to that offense. And then that's also given the players that you have listed the most dynamic ones. Pearsall is a fringe start for me just because Arizona is allowing, I think they're allowing the fewest. I think top.
Arizona is one of the best defenses.
They are one of the best defenses in the NFL. Now, granted, that is given the opposition of New Orleans and Carolina.
Yeah,
those are still NFL teams, and this is a divisional matchup. I do think that team is going to come to play, and also you complement that with an offense that is a lot healthier than the offense of San Francisco's. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, I feel like, and then also Pearsall just wasn't really making the most of what he was given. It was more so a CMC show last week. And then with Ridley, just no, the offense isn't high octane enough. The volume is there. The volume is there for Ridley. The offense isn't high octane enough. DeAndre Swift probably would be the second option to Debo. And then Jalen Warren would be the third option. But I just feel like Debo's probably the best fit given the explosive offense. Mike.
So we're close. But Debo's not my number one on this, but we're close. My number one on the Swift. My number 2 is Debo. Then I would say Pearsall and Warren are right there next to each other. And then I got Ridley.
What I like about the Swift call is that it's Dallas. But here's the thing. You beat up on Dallas can definitely absolutely be beat up by the run. I picture that being a Roma Dunze game. I see you can punish Dallas through the air. And unless Trayvon is freaking suddenly excited that he's an uncle, which I'm going to get into a little bit later.
Oh, God. Do we have to?
I have a little jokey joke. Along with some steady stats. But with that being said, I don't mind the Swift play. I do think that is definitely going to be a heavy Roma Dunze game.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
You know, but I mean, also, Chicago has inefficiencies as an offense, so you kind of have to ask yourself, is this a game where they could possibly abandon the run early because Dallas just decides that they can blow this team out of the water? If there's any team in the NFC that Dallas 100% for a fucking fact on the early half of their schedule, without even looking at Dallas's full schedule, just this is a team that they can blow out.
Not saying we already know how you feel about Dallas in general, and I'm not saying Dallas is great. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago. It's Chicago.
No. But this is the game early on that will show who Dallas really is. In the sense of,
I just feel like it's a layup game for Dallas. I feel like it's a layup.
But
I think anyone that plays the Bears is a layup game for them.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, if the Bears do keep it somewhat close to the end, like the Giants did, then I agree with you. I'm saying, but if they do, I'm gonna have very big speculation next week of how I feel about Cowboys. If they
Dallas
go,
by 17.
Fine. But what I'm saying is, my opinion on the Cowboys will not have changed from week one if they do what you're saying.
Dallas by 17. Okay. I'm sorry. Hey,
that's fine.
Chicago's
I want it to happen.
After 2 weeks of football, I have no problems going on record. Chicago's a cakewalk.
They're one of the worst. They're not the worst team in the league, but they're close.
They're not the worst team in the league, but they are at the fucking bottom. They're down there. They're down in the dungeon.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: one of the worst teams in the league might be playing tomorrow night. Oh.
So let's talk about tomorrow night. Tyreek and Achane are probably like the only two that I'm starting in this. I mean, Waddle found the end zone,
but Waddle's questionable because it's a Thursday night. They said if it was a Sunday game, there was no question he'd be playing.
Yeah, it's Tyreek. I mean, but like, are we?
Oh, I agree.
Are we starting him with confidence?
You're starting him knowing you're going to get WR2 numbers with the upside of a WR1 if everything goes right.
If his quarterback can actually deliver him the ball. I am very well afraid that in this game tomorrow night, I could be commentating a massacre tomorrow night. We might have to call PETA to save the Dolphins. Like
it's animal crime.
It is going to be animal on animal crime. Coincidentally, they're both mammals. By the way, dolphins are mammals. This is going to be fucking bad. Josh Allen can very well impose his will.
So what you're
I'm almost
saying,
at the point of must start on guys like Coleman and Shakir.
So what you're saying is the Bills are going to stomp the blowhole out of Miami?
Miami's going to get fucked in the blowhole.
There's one name that you just brought up that I disagree with. I don't think Shakir's a must start.
Fringe start. I like Shakir as a flex play tomorrow.
Oh, man.
I'll say fringe start. Start yours. Fuck. Hey, I might just build a naughty DFS lineup where
I might go pick them up.
Because Tua could fuck around and get concussed in like the first quarter in this game. Like
probably get him for like
injuries. I'm not predicting injuries or anything.
You can probably get him for like $600.
But like, dude, I'm just saying, like this is look. If you have Tua tomorrow, like if you have Tua on your roster, bench. I'm
in a league with you that I can't bench him.
Sorry.
I know.
Like, I don't think that anything is good. I saw a skit where it was like an animated cartoon like Mike McDaniels, and it was like, how long do I last before like I lose the whole locker room? Sir, you've already lost the whole locker room.
I'm just saying, you already know what my opinion is of him.
Release Ollie Gordon from the dog cage, please. We're as long as a chance there, it's gonna be the a chance show. Like it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, tomorrow could look like a fucking college football game score where like you're beating up on like some like low level like D1 school. Like it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. So yeah, sit your Dolphins tomorrow. It might be like the best advice I could give. Like play Tyreek, play a Chan
because you have to.
Yeah, because you have to. But don't be surprised if Miami does not score a touchdown.
They'll score one.
Buffalo can go. Buffalo's thought process is Super Bowl. They just want to get over the hump. So they don't give a fuck about the regular season. So they will steamroll over whoever. And what's crazy is that they are so talented. Like, you know what? To your point earlier, maybe Cohen could be the only receiver that you start because Josh Allen very well may not have to pass the ball tomorrow a whole lot.
Yeah. This might be if they get up. This might DFS play. If you think the game script is they get up, Ray Davis.
Yeah, nice contrarian play right there. Are we gonna end the stream early? We ended the stream early last time because that was insane for the NFL to try and keep us up for that mockery of football. So, okay. Hey, I'm with this shit. Ty Johnson. It's gonna get so bad. What are should we bring up your question from today? Traded Swift for K9 today.
The rules are so weird that it's just
I like that. The way that K9 is balling right now, I like that. It's a contract year. K9 has to go the fuck off.
Oh, that's easy.
Kyler.
That's easy.
Yeah, Gino is in no shape, form, or fashion startable right now. Not even worth looking at on the waiver wire. You can comfortably scroll past. Gino should not be on anyone's roster until further notice. Like, we need to see. We don't know which Gino we're gonna get. Like, we need to get deeper in the season before we can uncover the curious case of Gino. Because week 1, it was like, oh, great. And then week 2, we were like, what the fuck? So we don't know which Gino we're going to get. You cannot start. I am starting Terry with a caveat. If it's Jaden, I am starting him. If it's Mariota, I proceed with caution.
Can I ask you a question? If I agree with you about this question, I agree with you. But on topic of the injury, if it is Mariota, does that bump up Zach Ertz?
I think already right now people are sleeping on Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz needs to be started. So irregardless of the quarterback situation in Washington for this weekend, yes, you need to be starting Zach Ertz.
Because even if he does play, he's not going to run like he normally does. And even if he fakes the run, he's going to get rid of it before he gets to the line.
And Ertz has been eating like irregardless, Should I pick up Troy Franklin or Alec? It's Alec. I guess it's Alec.
Alec.
Amanor. I have heard so many analysts pronounce it so fucking different.
Well, we've heard Bajan, we've heard Bijan, we've heard Bejan. I mean,
I am going to be honest. This is a principle of connection when we talk about these two wide receivers that are hot right now off the presses on the waiver wire. CD Smitty, Troy Franklin is showing why Denver paired these two together. Okay, with Knicks and Troy Franklin. All right. And I'll answer which one here in a minute. Avenor has the we're both rookies connection, so we're gonna be here. It's that with those two. I say all that to say this. Avenor will come along. I think that Franklin having been there last season and the frustrations of the chemistry from Oregon not like materializing right away, and then Sean Payton probably sitting back with the boys like, let's really figure out how we can get this thing clicking. I think that Troy Franklin is on the precipice of being a breakout guy. I have I've gone out in redraft and I have grabbed him, but also in dynasty leagues where I have him already stashed on taxi squads. If he goes the fuck off this week, he is not on a taxi squad anymore.
You're gonna have to promote him.
I have to promote him. So that's the mindset, even from dynasty, and I'm saying like that from all that to say, like in redraft, you need to be buying the Franklin stock right now, while everyone else is doing this and getting enamored by like the Wandale Robinsons that are out there and the Avenors and such that are out there. You need to be buying the Franklin stock now.
Okay, here's my. I'm not disagreeing with the fact. I'm not disagreeing with your 2 points about the connection between Knicks and Franklin and the connection between Ellick and Cam. In my work league, I tried for 2 players. I put one in for one guy, and if the backup plan was the first waiver was Franklin, the backup plan was Io Manor. I got Io Manor because Franklin was picked ahead of me on the waiver order. So that shows you what I think. I have Franklin right in for waiver wires this week. I had Franklin right in front of Io Manor. So I agree with Robbie on Franklin. I don't think it's that big of a difference right now, but it could be in the future. Your dynasty take 100% I agree with. His value in dynasty, yeah. Oh, yeah. But here's why I have Io Manor closer to him in redraft. The wild card of it all is not Cam being a rookie. It's not the connection between Bo and freaking. It's freaking Sean Payton. And all I'm going to say is there is a 30% chance that this week the number one target on the Denver Broncos is Pat Bryant. Because you just never can trust that sneaky little mofo.
Hey, no, I agree with that. I think that we're a while away, from Pat Bryant dominating touches. Yeah, but what I thought that you were gonna say was the difference maker is that where with Avenor is for a fact that each and every single week coverage is going to be dictated to Ridley. Mm-hmm. So that opens up Avenor. So that's where it kind of does make the conversation close between the two. But hey, that makes a good little snippet. We might have to cook up a little graphic for that and release that one tomorrow. If not, I have options. I have Josh Downs on my bench. Troy Franklin, Quentin Johnson are still on my waiver wire. Who should I pick up? So wait, was there a question before this, Karam? Hang on. What was your okay? It was should you start Terry? Okay, yeah. If it's going back to kind of what I was saying about JD and Mariota. If it's Mariota starting, like I said, I'm not going to be starting Terry. And if it's Mariota that's going to be starting out of the options that you have, I'm rolling out QJ. Yep.
Yeah.
Monty or Bill? That is tough because these are both really good flex plays.
So ECR has them at 27 and 28 back to back.
That's fucking wild. I am personally leaning towards Monty just because that Raiders front is their strong suit.
Monty is playing Baltimore.
I think I go with Bill. I mean, obviously, like, yes, I know Monty's playing Bill. I feel like that's going to be a sick fucking matchup. Honestly, both those teams and both those offenses are efficient enough to work their ways around even the best of defenses and go out there and put up points. I don't think that Baltimore just goes out there and dogs Detroit, and I don't think that Detroit goes out there and dogs Baltimore. I think that game is more neck and neck than what the fuck we may realize. You know, both of those are teams with Super Bowl aspirations, so they're going to want to put on a show. You know, I feel like so. I just feel like I lean Monty, to be honest. I feel like I lean Monty.
Yeah.
You said this is terrorism. He said Bill. I said Monty. Should I pick up both and drop Mark Andrews and Isaiah Pacheco? No. It's gonna be a one or the other. And in all honesty, here's the thing with Pacheco is it's just looking like the Chiefs are leaning a little bit more Kareem Hunt right now. And I don't know if that's an early season thing, you know, or a work Isaiah in type of thing, you know, coming off of like, you know, injuries or I don't. They're partial towards running Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's
no, they're partial towards running Patrick Mahomes. Fuck.
There's that too. And then as far as like dropping Mark Andrews, here's the thing with Mark Andrews. Like, I would love to be like, yeah, see if you can trade him first. But I feel like the public persona of Mark Andrews has like such a black eye on it that I don't know what you're gonna get. I feel like it's one of those things you gotta try it first and like send out offers to everyone and see what you get back. But I'm at the point where I'm like, hey, I'll send out an offer and I'll take whatever fuck sticks at this point. Somebody's gonna fall for he's on the Baltimore offense, so at some point he's gonna explode. Like somebody's gonna fall for that trap. Hey man, you know, I'm giving you a piece of that Baltimore offense, high octane. You know the volume's gonna be there. Isaiah Likely is gonna be coming back. You need to get off the Mark Andrews train soon. Mm-hmm. But I prefer you do it by trade and not by dropping him.
No.
But if that's all you have to drop, I understand. 100%. I understand.
Hey, I just dropped Evan Ingram.
Damn. Why?
Harold Fannin Jr.
Oh, you got that much faith?
Well, I just don't have faith. I have the ability in that league. I had the ability to do it. Okay. It wasn't like, I had the ability to take the risk.
Okay. You have Adunze as your flex. Good. Keep Adunze in the flex. I'm going to say Adunze must start this week against Dallas. Mbuka or DK?
DK.
Mbuka's playing.
Mbuka might not be completely healthy.
But if he's out there, he's playing the Jets.
I'm still playing DK.
I think it's more so that I'm just enamored.
Oh, I am too, but I'm trying not to be jaded.
DK against the sorry ass Patriots. Patriots aren't great. Go ahead and run and fire up DK. But this is a good problem to have. Trade Mbuka though while you can right now while the hype is high. Before Godwin gets back.
Okay, you might as well just get into the topic.
Thoughts on Stephon Diggs pullout game? Hey, DraftKings, I have a great marketing idea for you. It's called the Cardi B special, all right? In celebration of Stephon Diggs getting her pregnant. Look, if I'm Stephon Diggs, I'm walking right up to Drake May in the middle of practice tomorrow, and I'm like, "Hey, I know you heard the announcement. I need 8 targets, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Cardi B special DraftKings, run it, run it." But no, for real, look from a fantasy. This is what happened. This is what
I
happened.
didn't even know. I didn't even still realize they were still together. I thought that was over and done with.
Yeah, so yeah, no, it's still a thing. It's still a thing. They're in love. I like it a little bit better than Offset, but this is not a pop culture show. With that being said, Stephon Diggs is kind of starting to see increases, and it's starting to look like they're getting him worked in. And as he gets more healthy, I think that we can expect them to go to him a lot more. It's kind of looking like that. Kind of almost a similar thing with what we saw last week with Cooper Kupp in Seattle. So kind of look for some of these guys that are older veteran players, but are familiar faces in different places to kind of start going on the uptick. Be on the lookout for us to definitely be tracking that, because I'm interested to see how that works out. But in terms of on the Patriots side in that game, I'm firing up Keyshawn Boudier. I don't know what to make of the rest of the receivers. I'm okay with that. I've gained acceptance with that we're probably not going to figure out what the rest of that looks like until Diggs fully gets worked in. He's, that's why, I'm like Diggs fringe start type status, but Boudier's the one on that side of the ball that, like, if I need a flex, throwing him out there. Something to consider,
You know
why?
You know why?
Booty,
other booty.
Rocking everywhere. Wow. Yeah, poke on the Saints now. And then also, like, should people panic on Hendo?
No. I know. I understand, but no.
I'm not going to panic on Hendo. I don't think we should panic on Hendo yet. Judy, Diami, or Naylor? You want me to keep it real? Diami. I think Diami is going to be a problem week in, week out for BTJ managers and Travis Hunter managers alike. I'm not saying that he's going to be WR1 necessarily. I for sure think that, they're going to look at things with BTJ. They've probably already gone back and look at the film. Like, they're going to clean up, and BTJ is going to get right back on track. And I think they're going to figure out ways, to work in their first round draft pick and, start getting him more comfortable at the NFL level. But Diami is already the guy that is comfortable at the NFL level, and they can be utilized to stretch the field, and that can, go and get the goal ball, and has already proven that he can be reliable fucking hands. Out of that group, I'm starting Diami.
I'm taking Naylor out of the discussion with Wentz as the quarterback.
Back.
Who does Jacksonville play? Or, who does Diami play?
Let me go. Let me scroll to it. The Cats of the South play. Oh my god.
That's where Diami's at
San
now,
Fran.
right?
San Fran.
That's where they're at now, right?
San Fran. Jags play San Fran.
That's tough. Diami, but it's going to be close because Judy's playing Green Bay. Oh, Jags play the Texans. Yeah, Diami.
Do they?
Diami.
Yeah, they play the Texans. Definitely fucking Diami. despite the Texans defense being dirty. Yeah, I had the wrong week loaded up at the top. I just kept scrolling too far. Stupid mouse. Look, Texans defense is not that great, and the offense is so fucking shit that the defense is going to be out there so often that they're going to be winded. Jags by 7. Jags by 7.
Okay.
Let's see here. Should we kind of go like game by game and like start sits? Yo, no. You never answered my question.
Which one?
Hampton for Kyron. Should I do it?
If you're that scared, yes.
Thing is, I don't know if I'm not fucking scared, but I know if the
I don't like Kyron.
Yeah, exactly. See, yeah, you don't like Kyron. Chat, would you trade Hampton for Kyron? The thing is that I know I can con this person into doing it. I know they're a Chargers fan. Aiden says no. Kyron's more safe. Kyron is shit. One person says, hey.
Now you know how people really feel about him.
The community is always so split on Kyrie. I'm gonna ride with Hampton one more week. Dude hasn't had a 15-yard carry in years, but he gets the goal line. No, Kyron Williams. He gets the goal line carries. That man will get us touchdowns throughout the season. He's inefficient, but Hampton has no carries. That's what I'm saying. But like the Chargers haven't had to run the ball. I feel like this week they're gonna have to run the ball. I need to. Because Bucky's the lead back. Hampton's my 2 on that particular roster. And like I can wait till like hopefully Benson pops out. Like I have so much running back power on that fucking team. Like it's crazy. And I also have Judkins on that roster on my bench.
Oh.
I got Tootin, Benson, and Judkins on my bench on that roster. Right now, I'm starting Bill in the flex just because if it's going to be Mariota, which I think personally it's going to be, then I think that they run the ball a lot more. Because I don't think that we're going to be like, oh, we're going to pass. We're going to trust passing fucking 22, 25 times with Mariota. Like I don't think that Cliff is going to do that. I don't think that Mariota is accurate enough at his age, to do that. I feel like his arm would fucking burn out. Like he'd get tired. Like it'll noodle out. So that's why I think like Devo's going to be a big play, and I think that like Bill's going to be a big play this week. But I have Judkins there. I'm like, pop the fuck off, so I could trade you.
True.
But they're not going to pop off because it's the fucking Browns. So I'm fucking stuck with a shit ton of talent. With a team that shouldn't be fucking 0-2.
I have a couple of those.
I feel like there's a lot of people with really like I've gone through and I've looked at like people that are teams that are 0-2. And I'm like, how the fuck?
All right, can I vent real quick? Since
yes,
we don't have a question. I'm in a league with some guys. There is some IDP in it. I have Henley from the Chargers. Got a couple decent guys. So the scores are kind of high because they bait. It's not IDP's elevated enough to make a difference. I lost by 0.4. Okay? It gets worse, Robbie. It gets worse. Henley had a great game. Okay? It's super flex. My two quarterbacks are Mac, and my two starters this week were Mac and Cheese, and a guy named Joe Burrow. So if Joe Burrow would have got me like 15 passing yards more before he got his toe injury and became Toe Burrow,
Fuck.
I would have won. You ready for the worst part about it? Because that's not even the worst part. I was the number 2 highest scoring team in the league.
Bro. I know that feeling. I know that fucking feeling.
But to lose that close and be number 2 is like bad. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
That's why I'm like, yo, like I don't need to hit the panic button. Like I've been in this situation before. I've had a roster be 0-4 and fucking I've told the story many times and crawl the fuck back and win it all. So like it's ain't about how you start, it's about how you finish. But fuck, I haven't started like this. Like in important leagues in a long time, in high stakes leagues in a long time. So it's familiar, but like a little unfamiliar at the same time. Like it's more so unfamiliar where it's like, what the fuck? We're used to dominating, we're used to coming out kicking ass, taking names. And I shouldn't be out here losing by like 4-7 fucking points.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, like in one of the leagues, it's that's like I'm having like kind of like the same problem. It's I lost Joe Burrow. I'm starting Daniel Jones this week. Taking that leap of faith.
Hey, I'm starting Carson Wentz in one and a super flex.
Look, impose your fucking will, Indiana Jones.
Hey, I got to play Carson Wentz because I thought there was a quarterback, a guy named AR that was going to be great, and I put my chips in that motherfucker.
I would never do that.
No, not this year.
I don't know about, but I'm feeling 0-2. Don't go 0-2. Did you see that Lil Wayne skit?
No.
It's Friends, and it's don't go 0-2. I put so much cash on you. Don't go 0-2. Oh my gosh, it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, I would play it, but copyright and shit.
No.
Yeah, but it's. I don't know about you. I'm feeling 0-2. But I have some 2-0 teams too, where like I'm like, all right, like, but like those teams, I'm like, I have some of the same players, not all the same players. Like I have some of the same players, and like even like the players that I like that are going off for me that are getting the wins. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did you come from? I'm like, like QJ, like Michael Pittman.
Yeah,
fuck.
Pittman. Javonte.
Yeah, Javonte. I'm seriously considering trading to acquire Javonte. Because it like I'm like, even without Dak, as long as he's healthy, they're still gonna just keep running the ball. Because that's Dallas's philosophy. Mid-career resurgence because it's a playbook that's all they do.
No, it's because he's not under Sean Payton.
And he's not under Sean Payton. Yeah. I don't know. RJ Harvey looking like he could He could do something.
No, here's why. Let me bring up the stats.
JK is eating though.
RJ Harvey, week 1, 31% of snaps, 32%. If they're gonna put some faith in him, it needs to be higher. Beatty was at 20.8. Beatty was at 21% snap share.
Yeah.
Harvey was at 32, and JK was at 47. JK went down. Beatty went up 5%, and Harvey pretty much stayed the same.
Stayed the same, yeah. Well, I don't think that stays that way forever, though. I don't know. Sean Payton's always a Rubik's Cube. Sean Payton's a Rubik's Cube. He's an emotional guy. All it takes is for Beatty to piss him off, and we never see him again.
Yeah, too emotional. He'll start trying to freaking targeting quarterbacks again.
Holy fuck. Sean Payton or Rumble. Fuck. I want to give a Win the Flex shout out. I won't call it a Win the Flex shout out. I'm gonna say a stash play, a guy that you're probably thinking about trading. I have probably yelled trade him. You're gonna sit him. You're gonna sit him. Yeah, trade away. You're gonna sit him this week because of the defense that he's playing against and because of the offense that he plays on. But Chris Olave, the volume is becoming there. It is there. The volume is there.
Okay, I'm not.
He just needs to make a catch.
I'm not even kidding you. I had my mouse hovered over him.
Yeah, he just needs to fucking make a catch. 12-man half PPR, 1 QB, 2 running back, 2 receivers, 1 flex, 2 flex. Can be a tight end. What up, J-Cup 4? May, Chase Brown, Pollard, Lamb, JSN, Bowers, Adunze, Bill, Packers kicker, Packers defense, benches, Caleb, Samson, Tootin, Golden, Jawan.
This dynasty?
No, this is redraft.
I'm just saying that bench looks real dynasty-ish.
The bench does look very dynasty-ish, with the exception of Jawan.
Yeah.
We're going to stick with May because Caleb's ass. Giving your running back options, Chase Brown has to stay in there. Pollard has to stay in there. Lamb, JSN have to stay in there. Bowers has to stay in there. Adunze definitely has to stay. You pretty much have to keep your starting lineup exactly the same. I wouldn't change anything. Juwan gets like a slight consideration, but I'm not gonna. Outside of a consideration, hell no. Yeah, stick with your starting lineup. You're good to go. I wouldn't be shocked if you win this week. I would maybe see about seeing if I could trade Pollard away and like maybe just like incrementally move up the running back rankings a little bit. Pollard's not finishing above RB24. Not with that offense. He finished RB24 last year. That's the ceiling. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What are we thinking about this Bengals Vikings matchup this weekend?
I'm glad you brought this up because I didn't realize this till last night, and I'll be 100% honest. I wish Taco was here so I can throw it in his face.
I already got on him about Justin Fields on last night's show.
Oh, no. It's better than that.
Wentz becomes Foles.
It's better than that. And I'm going to circle back to the Taco point. I think this hurts Higgins more than it hurts Chase.
Yeah.
I think this might be good for, don't know which one, so I'm just going to say both of their names. This might be good for Fant and Gesicki. Fant or Gesicki, depending on which one.
Likely Gesicki.
On the Minnesota side of the ball, I only want Jefferson and Hawkinson. Especially now
and
that
Jordan Mason. I want Jordan Mason.
In the passing game. With what I was about to say is with Aaron Jones out, I want Mason. Their backup, I even picked up on a deep league just in case, the backup to Mason. But here's the thing, Robbie. Do you remember what, 2 years ago, when we made fun of, including Taco making fun of this guy, a guy named Rachaad White, because he was really good in fantasy, because he was a very efficient pass-catching running back, but he was also the least efficient rushing running back in the league?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who the least rushing efficient running back through week 2 is?
Chase Brown.
How can Taco be so far up his culo?
Yeah, it's not looking well. It's not going well.
No, it's not looking good at all.
And I don't see, with the offensive line that Cincinnati has,
and Browning at quarterback, it ain't gonna get better.
Yeah, it's not gonna get better. Chase and Genty 2.1. Yeah, it's not great. That is a stock that I want out of. I mean, I don't have any Chase Brown because I kind of was like, for me heading into the season, and I mean, it's on record. I had said this. I just didn't trust the offensive line situation. I felt that the offense already, even with a good offensive line, was going to be predicated on passing. This Chase Brown is not fucking Corey Dillon. They're not going in between the tackles like that. This isn't fucking 2009, 10. Like, I don't know what anyone was thinking was going to happen with Chase Brown in the backfield. So if you have Chase Brown on fantasy teams, you need to be moving off of it. And because of how high everyone was on Chase Brown, and you probably because of the Joe Burrow injury, you could probably move him and people would buy just because you can package and you can word it really nicely. Hey, man, they're probably going to start running the ball a lot, Hey, go. This is the perfect time to buy. You know what, man? Let me go and get Travis Etienne off you. Oh man, I know you already see Zach Charbonnet eating into Kenneth Walker carries. Let me go and get that. I would so do it. And I'm with you on the pass catchers. I'm still gonna say must start though on Higgins. I'm still gonna go.
No, I think you have to start him. You just have to be aware that if there is a bust game, it's going to be Higgins and not Chase.
Are you starting Matthew Golden this week?
I wasn't starting Matthew Golden in the drafts.
I mean, hey, I'm getting I'm getting it all the time. You know who I am starting though for that wide receiver core?
Dobbs.
I am firing up Romeo Dobbs.
No, me and you were on the same page.
Yeah, I think that we're witnessing a resurgence of Romeo Dobbs. It does come at the cost of Jaden Reed being out. Shout out to Jaden Reed for having a successful surgery. The line is at 41.5 just because Cleveland's not going to do their half of the lifting. But give me Dobbs and give me a Dobbs anytime TD. I think that Dobbs is definitely for sure going to go off this week. And he's going to be a guy that we're going to be coming back talking about next week saying, I told you so.
No, I agree. And I want to make a joke I'm going to say something about Dobbs. I'm not meaning serious about it. Okay. Can you please get a new looking Guardian cap?
His Guardian hat looks huge as hell.
It is makes him look like a cone head.
That shit is a little alien looking.
God damn.
Does Drake London get back on track? London on the track.
Yes. I'm not worried about him yet. Give me one more week, and we'll go from there.
Atlanta's interesting. I feel like that there's going to be like those like flip flop weeks, kind of like, with the rest of the pass catchers. And then also, I mean, last week it just so happened that Atlanta was running the ball so damn well with Bijan and Algier. You didn't need the pass, and those weeks are going to happen. But there's also going to be a lot of games because at the end of the day, this is Atlanta, where they're going to play from behind and they're going to need to move the rock through the air. And Penix is going to have to show off that impressive arm of his. Let's see here. We already talked Houston Jags. Nico, please do something. Higgins is starting to show that he's getting some trust with Stroud. So look for that as things progress. We already talked about Broncos Chargers. I'm firing up Hampton. I already said that. We talked Dallas Bears, Arizona San Fran. We kind of already talked about it earlier. I'm just cautious on San Fran's pass catchers right now. I'm only looking at Pearsall and Jennings, and I'm friend just fuck on them.
So, not to get into the details for everyone because it is very confusing compared to a new league. But that league that I was talking to you today about
I'll run that next.
The league that I was talking to you today about the quarterback situation. That's the league that's 4 pass catchers, including tight end. You don't have to start a tight end. It's wide receiver and tight end. One of my players is Pearsall. It is no bench like you know. And I had to have all my picks in by 6:30 tonight. I was debating trying to pick a couple guys up besides Pearsall. You're saying fringe. I kept Pearsall on my roster. I needed to. I know it's touchdown mainly. It's a touchdown heavy league, but I'm gonna go one more week with Pearsall and see what I can get. And if I have to make a move, then I'll make the move.
Fair enough. Let's go ahead and talk Eagles really quick. Eagles Rams. During the offseason, there was this whole conversation about Hurts, top 5 quarterback, yada yada yada. Cool, yeah, Super Bowl MVP. You can't be top 5 quarterback and not fucking pass the ball. Both AJ Brown and Devontae had about 12 targets total between the two, 13 targets between the two of them.
Are you talking overall? Or are you talking in week 2 alone?
Week two.
Okay, let me bring it up.
AJ only had 1 in week 1.
Yeah.
Hurts has what? Had 150 yards last week total, or not total, but through the air. He's running the ball more so there, and they're running the ball more so with the Hurts, than before thinking about passing the ball downfield. They do have Saquon. This team is run first. I mean, at least that's been through the first 2 weeks of football. I mean, I don't know if that changes at some point, but even if it does change, how drastic does it change?
Yeah, in week 1, AJ Brown's target share is 4.3%.
And I'm not worried about too much about week 1.
No, why not?
But I did expect some improvement in week 2, and it was like, all right, it looks like, I don't know if the wide receiver room ran and trained on Jalen Hurts' girlfriend or what, but they need to get that shit together, not just for fantasy football's sake, but you're not going to be able to just constantly keep running Saquon like that and then also go deep in the postseason. I love it for my Saquon shares. I'm like, yeah, run it up. I love for the teams I don't have Devontae or AJ, but I do have Saquon. But I'm also like thinking about it from an NFL and a football standpoint. You got to be diverse and you got to open up the playbook. When do they decide to do that? I don't know. This is a Rams team that can contain the run. Last time that they played, they were actually pretty decent at doing that against Philly in the playoffs. So maybe that forces Jalen to start passing and we start seeing that take place. But for me, A.J. Brown is a sit this week, and I'm going to play Devontae. Yeah. He's the only one that I can play.
Agreed.
Let's see here. Let's go ahead. Let's touch on that. Was a terrible joke. Let's touch on. Oh, really quick. I'll just throw this out there. Cooper Kupp is flex playable. And then on the Rams side of the ball earlier, I didn't throw this out there, but Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua is so consistent, and Devontae Adams. I'm willing to throw out there any given week and just kind of fuck around and see what happens at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna not bring it up, but now that you brought it up, he is very, very, very viable now, more than I even thought.
Yeah. Your Chiefs face the Giants at the Giants' house. What are our thoughts?
We better win the fucking game.
Yes, there's that, but I'm also looking at this from a fantasy football standpoint. With the
I know you are, and I'm giving you that too. Don't worry.
With the amount of quarterbacks that are out, I am firing up Russell Wilson if I have him on a roster. If I went out and picked him up, despite Spag's going to be throwing some exotic looks out there, this is a quarterback that I have said this, and I'll say it time again. He does play heads up, from the neck up. So. I mean, I think that he can still go out there and fling it. And he is used to kind of seeing some of those looks, having played in the West for a little while. He has neighbors. Wandale's coming along. They do need to figure out the running back situation.
But this
Scat is amazing in fucking in pass pro. It's crazy.
Scat is amazing, but here's the thing: this is a game that I don't want any involvement in the running game.
I don't want any involvement in the running game
on both sides.
On either side. I don't want any involvement in the running. I cannot, with good faith, start any running backs in this game.
You know who the number one running game
start in deep leagues.
You know who the number one running back is?
Because he's 2 touchdown dependent. Who?
You want to know who the number one running back in this game is?
Hunt.
Nope.
Who?
Right here.
Oh my gosh, Patrick Mahomes has been running. Yeah,
he leads the team in pass and rushing yards. He leads the team.
Russ turned the clock back to 2019. Don't think this is happening ever again. I am dead.
Here's the question. I saw someone put this on Twitter. Week 1, Aaron Rodgers turned the clock. Week 2, Russell Wilson. What old man is going to turn the clock this week? Well, Carson Wentz is in the lineup. Someone said that. I'm like, oh, God, don't do this.
I'm dead. All for the lulz. Obviously, Malik Neighbors, you have to start. But, I mean, outside of that, I'm not starting Wandale. I don't have the confidence to go out there just with the Chiefs, and that defense of what it can be. But I do obviously like Malik Neighbors. I don't even think I think this game is they have it as 6. I could see the Giants maybe covering just with the way that the Chiefs have been playing. Chiefs win. I think Giants cover.
I could see it. It was at 6.5 yesterday.
They brought it down to 6. So
no, I know. I saw they did. Yeah.
Yeah. So then me calling 3.5 isn't a bad play. Bet at 4.5 just to get a good number. Fuck it. On the Chiefs side, is Xavier Worthy getting ready to come back? He's questionable. Yeah. What's up with that?
They said they're probably not going to decide till Friday.
Everything's dependent on Friday. We're gonna have an intense show, huh? With that being said and stated, I'm gonna wait a week on Worthy.
Oh, I'm not playing him even if he's in the game.
Yep. I'm gonna run Kelsey again. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not fucking happy. Taylor, give him some poom poom. Fuck. Come on, Tay Tay.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Travis, give her some.
No, I think he's getting too much.
Well, do whatever Haley Steinfeld and Madison Bear are doing, okay? Gosh. When you tongue fucked me with your coos. I wish I had a soundboard because that would have been fucking perfect right then and there. That line from Sinners. Other than that, man, I feel like we kind of bounced around the board. We touched on, every game throughout some, some games. Are you starting Judkins this week?
No. Against Green Bay?
No. Look, I'm sure I'm gonna get the question somewhere. I just kind of wanted to throw them out.
No,
there.
you can throw any question out you want to me, but no.
I think that's all that I have. I mean, Detroit, Baltimore, we kind of already touched on that. Derrick Henry will get back on track, people. Don't worry. Zay Flowers is doing big things. I'm starting to kind of. What? Air out your grievance. Don't just groan. Fuck.
I gave up on the mofo because of the efficiency last year, and now he's freaking.
Now he's going off. Now him and Lamar got it figured out. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. We gave out some key plays. We had some fun. We answered some dope questions. Appreciate you guys for pulling up. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum boys and girls, what to do. Dilly. Catch me tomorrow night. I don't know if you're joining or what. Catch us tomorrow night. And yeah, we'll be calling the game. Dilly, y'all.